What's going on, y'all? I'm back with another video like I promised. That Madden video is up. Y'all can go see that. I am the Madden God. I am back for good. I can never lose in Madden. But we're switching over to the real football, and right now I'm doing my 2022-2023 NFL season predictions. And I'm going to tell you every team's record, and I'm going to predict their record as well. I'm going to tell you who the division winners are going to be. As you guys see here, I got a tier list. So I'm just be going, through the teams and putting them in a tier. And I'll give you the reason for why I put each team in what tier. Unless it's obvious, So, yeah. Let me get started with the first team. I don't know if I should tell y'all my MVP and stuff right now or no. I'll save that for the last. Anyways, with my Super Bowl favorites. So these are the teams that I do expect to see in the NFC and AFC Championship. I'm going to put at least 4 teams here. 5 max. 6 max, okay? Playoff locks. That's division winners. Playoff hopefuls. Wild card. Middle of the pack. They might make the wild card, but probably not. Like, they're competing. A few years away, that's for the up-and-coming teams. Trash, as for the Jets. Let's go. Super Bowl favorites. I'm going to start off with defending champs. Okay, now this is obvious. The NFC is weak this year. It's been weak for the last 2 years, actually. I got the Rams winning 13 games. But I could also see them only winning around 10 games, falling off a little bit. Because, Matthew Stafford is shaky. He got his little shoulder problems. They were kind of inconsistent last year, but, when it mattered, there we go. So, yeah, I got the Rams 13 wins. I do expect them in the NFC Championship. Now, let's go over to the AFC. This is kind of hard. Okay, in the AFC, at the Chiefs. Okay, Chiefs always. Last couple years, probably been the best team in the league, top 2 at least. Yeah, they got Patrick Mahomes. They lost Tyreek Hill, but I do think their receiver is gonna be better. They are gonna be better as a whole, and you still got Travis Kelce. Defense probably gonna be better. The only problem is the running game. They don't have a running game unless. Okay, I'll tell you what. Ronald Jones is going to take over as the running back one before the year is over. Going into the playoffs, week 15, 16, 17, and into the playoffs, Ronald Jones is going to be getting 20 carries a game, I promise you. Okay, I got the Chiefs winning at least 11 games. At least 11. I don't see him, falling off that much. Now, back to the NFC. This is where it gets kind of tricky. Okay, kind of tricky. I could go with the Niners. I could go with the Packers. I'm not going to do that. Okay, the Niners, I don't think Trey Lance. Well, I actually like Trey Lance a lot. I just don't think he's ready to go to the, conference championship now, And for the Packers, who's Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to? He said it in practice himself. He doesn't like the way his young receivers are performing. He said that, hold on, let me bring this mic closer. He said that he's very unhappy with the drops and the inconsistency he sees from him. So let me get to this. Let me pick an NFC team. It's between the Vikings, the Vikings, or Philly. Where's Philly on here? Oh, there you go. It's between the Vikings, Philadelphia, and the 49ers. Okay. But guess what? I'm gonna go with the Bucks. You can't bet against Tom Brady, bro. I feel like, his wife just broke up with him. He's going to come out hungry. He's going to come out real hungry. He going to get it done. Watch. You guys going to see Tom Brady in the NFC Championship this year? I wouldn't be surprised if you guys see him in the Super Bowl. One more AFC team. This is where it gets really, really hard, okay? You got the Chargers. You got the Bills. You got the Ravens. You got the Raiders. Okay, those are the serious contenders that I could see at the AFC. Who do I pick? This is hard. It's between the Chargers and the Raiders for real. Gotta go with the Chargers. They got too much going on. Justin Herbert, he's top 2 quarterback in the league. Top 3 if you ask me. Yeah. I didn't tell you the record predictions for the Bucks. I feel like the Bucks can win from anywhere between either 10 to 12 games. Their ceiling is not that high, but Tom Brady's gonna make a late season run like he always does. The Chargers, now I could see them winning from anywhere from 12 to 15 games. They could probably have the best record in the league. Okay. Chargers. I feel like the Chargers are gonna be a serious contender. Now I'm gonna pick two more. Okay. Two more. And the next one is gonna be. Well, nah, I shouldn't pick two more. I might. Okay, let's just stay with these four teams right here. Two in the NFC, two in the AFC. Now to the playoff locks. The teams that I feel like are gonna win their division. They might not even win their division. They might be just a great playoff, great wild card team. 11 wins, 12 wins. Shit, maybe 13. AFC West is stacked. You never know what's gonna happen. I feel like these teams are gonna have between 11 to 13 wins. Now for the playoff locks. Okay. We start off with this team right here. We got the Niners. The Niners are going to make the playoffs. But I only see them winning 9 games. 9 to 10 games. But they are going to squeeze into that playoff spot. It's getting kind of hard. Number 2. This is a team I think is going to win their division. This is a team I think is going to have 11 to 12 wins. But because I feel like their quarterback's going to hold them back from really, really making a run. That team is the Vikings. So that's 2 out the NFC. I got the Vikings winning the NFC North. I got the Rams winning the NFC West. I don't know who I got winning the AFC West. It might not be the Chargers or the Chiefs. It might be the Raiders. I feel like the Raiders are going to be great during the regular season, but in the playoffs, they can't compete with these two teams. So, we got 2 out the NFC, and we pick 2 out the AFC. This is where it gets hard. Because they play in the same division. Boom. Boom. Ravens and the Bengals. Same division. I feel like this is going to come down to one game. I feel like the winner of the division is going to come down to the last week of the season, okay? I could see both of them winning 12, 13 games, realistically. But I could also see, the Bengals only winning 8 or 9. The Ravens only winning 8 or 9. But I got a little more faith in the Bengals just because Lamar. But the Bengals are a better all-around team. Okay, so there goes 8. Okay, that's 8 teams right there. These are the top 8 teams in the league, I believe, going into next year. Now, well, I need 14 teams for the playoffs because that is how many make the playoffs. But we're gonna keep going. My next team, Buffalo Bills, playoff lock. You could count them in. I just don't think they'll be a Super Bowl contender or a serious threat coming out the AFC. I just don't see it this year. There's too much going on in the AFC. They're the only team that didn't really get better. If anything, they got worse. They lost Emmanuel Sanders. They did draft a good running back, but I don't think that's going to be a difference. They need a better number 2 receiver. That's what they need. Gabriel Davis is not going to cut it. Yeah, I know he's good, but he's not going to cut it. Because I don't even think Stephon Diggs is that good of a number 1. He's a number 1, but if you ask me, him and Terry McLaurin are the same. If you ask me. So I got right here. 9 teams up here? The Bills are making the playoffs, though. They will make it. So I got 2 out the NFC West, 2 out the AFC West, 2 out the NFC North, 1 out the NFC South, 1 out the NFC North, 1 out the AFC East. Let me look who I still got over here. Okay. Now it's going to get a little more serious. Hold on. Oh, never mind. 10th team, I got the Raiders. I really want to put the Raiders. I want to move one of these teams up here, but I won't. Now, let me try to put these in order. I'm going to try to put them in order, okay? You can't do that? Okay. Okay, this is how I think it'll play out. One of these teams is going to win the Super Bowl, I believe. Rams will be the 3rd. Now, let me see. I might have to put one of these teams up here. I just don't know which one. I gotta do it. I gotta go ahead and put the Bills. Gotta put the Bills. I want to put one more. Because one of these teams is on another level than the rest. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Next team, the Eagles. I got the Eagles winning their division. NFC East, the Eagles will win it this year. I see them winning 11 games. But they are a playoff lock. But once they get into the playoffs, I see them losing the first round. Jalen Hurts is not a playoff quarterback from what I've seen so far in his career. Okay. My next team. Is that enough for the playoff locks? I think it should be. I don't think it should be. But there's just one more team. One more team that just has to be up there. And it's hard to bet against that man, but I'm going to do it this year. I will not put him up there. Now, for the playoff hopefuls, number one team. A lot of people think this team is one of the Super Bowl favorites. I don't see it. This will be one of my favorite teams going into next year because Russell Wilson is my favorite player. I got them as a playoff hopeful. I see them winning between 8 and 11 games. 8 and 11. That's not good enough in the AFC West. Next, Arizona Cardinals. Well, I got them going 8 to 12 wins. I feel like their ceiling is a little higher. 8 to 12 wins. Oh wait, I forgot to put these teams in order right here. I'm about to put these teams in order. I've been recording for 11 minutes. Ain't no way. Okay, I'll put the Vikings over here. The Raiders below the Vikings. We've never seen the Raiders play. Put the Bengals over the Ravens. They just came out from the Super Bowl. Okay, this looks good right here. Right now, this goes like this. Okay, that's good. Okay, another playoff hopeful I got. Just because the division is so weak. The Colts. I should have put him as a lock. I should have. But they don't have the weapons. It's Jonathan Taylor. He's elite. Michael Pittman is That's about it. They drafted, I think his name is Michael Pierce or something from Cincinnati. He won't be a factor. I don't believe in Matt Ryan. I don't think he's good. He hasn't been good since like 2016, 2017. I don't believe in him. I don't see the hype. But because they do play in the AFC South, somebody has to win the division. I got the Colts winning 8 games. Now, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, now I got to give Aaron Rodgers at least 8 games. I see the Packers winning between. I'll put them above the Cardinals. I got the Packers winning 10 games. Packers will go 10-7. Broncos will go 11-6. Cardinals will go 10-7. Colts will go. I'll get the Colts 9 games. They'll go 9-8. Now I got the Dallas Cowboys. You got to think about the Cowboys like this. The Giants, that's 2 automatic wins. Washington, that's 2 automatic wins. That's already 4 wins. I think they're going to win 5 out of the other, what is it, like 8 games? They're going to win 5 out of the other 8 games left. Or however many games it is. 5 out of the other 12, whatever. And I got the Cowboys winning 9 to 10 games. I'll put them above the Colts. I might put them above I'll put them above Green Bay too. Just because they're a well-rounded team. But I feel like the Cowboys, I don't know. There's just something about them. They're the Cowboys. You can't put them that high. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 16 teams here. Only 14 make the playoffs. So that means 2 of these teams, well, yeah, they are playoff hopefuls. So 2 of these teams are hopefuls. But I do believe there's one more playoff hopeful. Maybe 2. Now this one I have a lot of faith in going into next year. A lot of upside. I got the Saints. I feel like the Saints will be better than the Cardinals and the Packers. Jameis Winston, he's going to come out, throw his 35 touchdowns, throw his 32 picks, throw for 4,800 yards. And the Saints will win 9 games this year. Michael Thomas coming back. Chris Olave. They got Mark Ingram back. Alvin Kamara, he might be suspended, but I don't think that matters. Middle of the pack teams. Now let's see who we got here. Okay. Well, I do got one more playoff hopeful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stop lying to y'all. Got the Dolphins. Dolphins will be better than the Colts. They're playing a weak Division 2. I see them beating New England twice. I could also see them beating the Jets twice. Yeah. I think I'm going to do something I don't want to do here. No, I can't do it. Can't do it. Because none of these teams are playoff locks. Not one. Matter of fact, I don't even think the Vikings are playoff locks, but I'll put them top right here. Them and the Packers. One of these two teams will win the division. For my middle of the pack teams, Browns. They're just mid. They're just what they are. Browns, Patriots. I see these teams winning 8 games, 6 to 8 games. You know, one more team that I think will. I can't do it. They drop off big this year. I was gonna put the Steelers, but I don't believe in them. I got Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans. They play in a very weak division. They'll beat the Jaguars twice. They might beat the Colts once, probably steal a game. That's just how that division is. Beat Houston twice. They play in a weak division. I see them getting 7, 8 games. They won't make the playoffs though. They'll probably be the 8th or 9th seed in their division. 10th seed. I mean in their conference. So I got the Browns, Patriots, and the Titans. I don't believe in the Browns at all, actually. Let me put the Patriots first. Let me put the Tennessee in front of them too. Now. My bad, I was checking my phone. One more team here. I'm a little biased. I'm just a little biased. Detroit Lions. I got the Detroit Lions winning more games than the Browns. I got the Detroit Lions winning 6 to 7 games. 8 or 9 if they could close out better. Because they lost a lot of close games last year. I think they had the record. So if they could close out a little bit better, probably snatch 2 or 3 more games than they did last year. Close games. Win the games they're supposed to. Take care of the games they're supposed to take care of. James Williams is going to come back probably around week 6 or 7. Offense is going to open up. That's when DeAndre Swift's going to start taking off. DJ Tuck's going to go crazy. I got the Lions winning 6 to 8 games. 9 if they're lucky. 9 if they could, pull away with a couple more wins. So, yeah. So this is how this shakes up. Middle of the pack. We got 4 teams. A few years away. I got to add one more team. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. They haven't done nothing since I've been alive. They haven't, been a serious threat since 2012, and then that year they lost in the wild card round. So teams that are a few years away. I don't want y'all to mistake the teams that are a few years away for the teams that are trash. The teams I put at a few years away are the ones I believe have a good future and a good enough roster that in 3, 4, 5 years they could be playoff hopefuls or playoff locks. When some of these teams start, declining, like the Rams, they're obviously going to decline. They're going to get old. Tampa Bay obviously going to decline. The Raiders obviously going to decline. The Niners might. These 2 teams are not going nowhere. Chargers not going nowhere. Cowboys are going to fall off. Saints are going to fall off. Green Bay. I'll tell you what, Saints and Green Bay, this is their last year. Their playoff window is over after this. Cowboys, I'll give them 1 more year. Just because they've been disappointing for so long. Vikings, they got 2, 3 more years. Broncos, they got 2, 3 more years. Colts, no, they don't even have a chance. So yeah. Now a team that I think got a bright future. I got the Jets. Jets have a bright future. Okay, I kind of believe in them. I like. This is for the teams that I like what they're doing. They're garbage, but I like what they're doing. Okay. This is hard because a lot of these teams are ass. Well, I gotta put the Jaguars. Back-to-back number 1 picks. Trevor Lawrence was average, way below average last year, but I think he'll shake back. Trevor Walker looked really good preseason. Gotta put the Steelers just because of Mike Tomlin. As long as he's there, they're gonna win 6 to 8 games a year. I could have put him middle of the pack, but I just know they're not gonna make it, so I just put them a few years away. So the quarterbacks get more developed. They don't know who their quarterback is. They got decent receivers, good running back. Defense is always gonna be good, but it's the quarterback. One more team. I'm gonna put one more team a few years away. Put the Panthers first. I'll tell you what the thing is with the Panthers is. The thing with the Panthers is if they get a quarterback, like a good quarterback, like out of these top 10, 15 teams, and you put them on the Panthers, they're going to the playoffs, bro. They got a good young defense, like real good young defense. They got great secondary. They got good receivers. They got a good running back, decent online. They just need a quarterback, and Baker Mayfield is not that guy. Okay. I gotta put the Falcons. They got some good, cornerstone guys. Kyle Pitts. What's dude name? AJ Terrell. What's dude? Drake London. They got some decent dudes. And I think Marcus Mariota can win in 5 games. Now these teams over here, I'm gonna put them in order from worst to best. From best to worst. Best one out of these teams will be Washington. Houston. I feel like Houston's gonna win 3-4 games this year. I'll put the Giants. I'll put the Bears. Seahawks are the worst team in the league. Now you guys know I've been a Seahawks fan my whole life. But I'm officially left the ship. The ship has sunk, and I officially left. All my favorite players are gone. Marshawn Lynch, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Richard Sherman, Russell Wilson gone, Doug Baldwin gone. I'm gone. I got Washington winning 4 games. All these teams right here will win between 1 and 5 games. Okay. Now I'm not saying that these teams that are a few years away are better. I just like that they have much more young guys, much more young people to build around. Middle of the pack, they got a lot of young guys to build on, but I feel like they're also going to win a couple more games. They're a little more experienced, playoff hopefuls, That's how I feel like it's going to shake up this year. Now, if I had to make a prediction, who's going to win each division? Let's start in the NFC. NFC West. I'll say the Rams get it. The Rams going to do it. Well, I don't know how to call it. I can't call it. But I still got the Rams. Okay. NFC North, I got the Vikings winning that. NFC East, I got the Eagles winning that. NFC South, gotta go with the Bucks. AFC North. This is hard. I got the Bengals. Winning the NFC North. AFC West. This is the best division of football by far. Realistically, any team could win it. It is a regular season kind of thing, so I'm not saying whoever wins these divisions is the best, but who I think will be best in the regular season, it'll be between the Chargers and the Raiders. I think the Raiders might win 13 games, but I don't know. That defense is not looking good, even though they do have Chandler Jones. They do got Max Crosby. Secondary is toast. That being said, I got the Chargers winning the AFC West. They're just the best all-around team in the NFL. Them and the Saints. The only difference is they got a top 3 quarterback. The Saints don't. What else I got? AFC North. Got the Bills winning that pretty easily. AFC South. Who's in the AFC South? Oh, EFC South. I got the Colts winning that by 1 game. They'll probably make the playoffs with 8 wins. But also, out the AFC East, don't be surprised if the Dolphins win 11 to 12 games. That's all I'm going to say. Should I give y'all my receiving leaders? Let me tell y'all who I think is going to have the most rushing yards this year. the most receiving yards this year, most passing yards, passing touchdowns, all that. MVP, I'm gonna just give it all right now. Most receiving yards, I got Justin Jefferson. I think I'll tell you what. This is my big prediction for this year. Somebody's gonna break the all-time receiving record. That's what I think this year. Someone's gonna break it by at least 150, 200 yards. Two people might break it. You never know. But I feel like the two people that could do that is Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. I just feel like Justin Jefferson's gonna do it this year, and then Jamar Chase is gonna fall right under it by like 60 yards. Jamar Chase is probably gonna finish with like 1,880 yards. Justin Jefferson is gonna finish with 2,000. That's what I think. That's not what I think. That's just like a bold prediction. Rushing yards for me is between Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor. But I feel like with Deshaun Watson being out for 10, 11 weeks, Nick Chubb is going to get the ball, bro. Kareem Hunt asked for a trade. I don't know if he's going to start the season with them. I don't know if he's going to get traded middle of the season. I got Nick Chubb winning the rushing title this year. He'll probably have around 1,700 yards. Jonathan Taylor's going to take a step down because they believe in Matt Ryan in Indianapolis. They're going to let him throw the ball. Who I think is going to have the most passing yards? Most passing yards, I'll take Derek Carr. Most passing yards. Most passing touchdowns, Justin Herbert. Easily. My MVP. I'll tell you who I think will finish. I'll tell you who I think will finish top 3 in the MVP. Herbert. Josh Allen. Herbert and Josh Allen. My third spot is between Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow. I feel like Joe Burrow might win it this year. But I'm going to take Justin Herbert to win the MVP. My surprise team, the Lions. Don't sleep on the Lions. Also, don't sleep on the Saints. Don't sleep on the Eagles. Don't sleep on the Vikings. Those are my surprise teams. The teams that will disappoint. The Patriots, the Cardinals, the Colts, the Cowboys. The biggest one that I think might disappoint, and I'm a fan of this team, the Broncos. Out of the Super Bowl favorites, who might disappoint, Rams and Bucks, the two NFC teams, those might disappoint. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Covered everything NFL season. I'm gonna do way more videos like leading up to it. I'm gonna show you my fantasy team. I'm gonna show you everything. You know, we gonna talk about every single week. I'm gonna give you our predictions on the NFL. I'm gonna give you our prediction on week 1 tomorrow. Y'all gonna see that who I got winning week 1. Yeah. I'm gonna do every team's, MVP, offensive player, all that shit. You're gonna see a whole lot of content from me coming up. And yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Every day I'm gonna upload. I'm gonna try to upload every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just the best YouTuber in the world. Best man and YouTuber, best sports knowledge on earth. I mean, look at this list. This list is immaculate. That being said, I'm out. I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe. See y'all next time.